In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to group tasks in ClickUp. Grouping is one of those small features that makes a big difference once it clicks. It helps you make sense of long lists, surface what matters right now, and keep your team aligned at a glance. I'll walk you through where to find it, how to use it with different fields like status and S&E, and a few practical tips that make the whole experience smoother. Start by opening ClickUp and heading to the area where your work actually lives. That might be a space, a folder, or a specific list. If you're not sure where to go, open your overview and jump into the project you want to organize. You can also use the search bar to quickly find a particular list or report. Once you've located it, open it up. Next, switch to a view that supports grouping. List view is the easiest to follow for most teams, so I'll use that here, but board view works as well. If you need a clean starting point, create a new list view for this project. Give it a clear name so your team knows what it's for, and save it. A dedicated view keeps your grouping, sorting, and filters in one place without affecting other views people rely on. Look toward the top right of your view for the group control. It usually sits near Sort and Filter. On smaller screens, these options can shift around, so hover near that toolbar if you don't see it right away. Click Group, and you'll get a menu of options like Status, S&E, Priority, Due Date, Tags, and even custom fields you've set up for your workspace. Pick what makes sense for how you manage work today. To start, choose Status. The moment you group by status, your tasks reorganize into neat sections like To Do, In Progress, and Complete. Each group has a small caret or arrow in its header, which you can use to expand or collapse that entire section. Collapsing finished work is a great way to clear visual noise while keeping it one click away for reference. Now try dragging a task from one group to another. If you drop a task into In Progress, ClickUp updates the task status behind the scenes. Move one into Complete, and it's marked Done. Drag it back into To Do to reopen it. This is the fastest way to manage state during a stand-up or while triaging a list. Let's switch to another way of looking at the same tasks. Open the group menu again and choose S&E. Your view now breaks into a section for each person on the team, plus a group for unassigned work. This is perfect for identifying workload or finding tasks that still need an owner. Drag a task into a teammate's group to assign it to them instantly. If you need to rebalance quickly, you can move several tasks across groups in seconds, and each move updates the assignee field on the task. You can apply the same idea with other built-in fields. Group by priority to stack rank what deserves attention first. Group by due date to see what's due today, what's coming up this week, and what's overdue. Group by tags if your team uses labels to mark initiatives, platforms, or client names. And if your workspace uses custom fields, grouping gets even more powerful. For example, if you track a task type field for things like milestone or bug, group by that field to see all milestones separate from everything else. While you're setting up your groups, you might notice you're missing a status or a task you need. You can handle that right from the same view. Open your status editor to add a new status, place it between existing ones, and save. Now when you're grouped by status, that new lane appears immediately. If you want to see how grouping behaves with new items, add a task directly inside a group. Click Add Task in the header of the section you want, give it a name, and save. Because you created it inside that group, ClickUp automatically sets the underlying field for you. A task added in the In Progress group gets the In Progress status by default. The same works when you're grouped by assignee, priority, or custom fields. As you fine-tune tasks, You can also adjust details live and watch groups update. Open a task, change its status to in progress, and when you close it, you'll see it move into the correct group. Change the task. Type to milestone, and if you're grouped by that field, it'll jump to the milestone section. Assign it to a teammate, and the task will slide over to their group when you're grouped by assignee. This live feedback makes grouping useful for both planning and execution. A couple of small but handy tips. First, use those little arrows to collapse groups you don't need right now. For example, collapse complete to keep your focus on active work. Second, if you create or rearrange groups in a view your team shares, click Save to lock in those changes for everyone who uses that view. Consistency is a big part of why grouping is so effective. And if you ever want to return to a flat list, open the group menu and set it to none. Your tasks will go back to a single list without losing any updates you've made. That's the heart of grouping in ClickUp. Pick what matters for the moment. Let ClickUp reorganize your tasks into meaningful sections, then drag, drop, and edit to keep everything current. Whether you're reviewing status, balancing ownership, or pulling milestones into focus, grouping turns your view into a fast, flexible control panel for your work. Thanks for watching. If this tutorial helped you get your workspace organized, go ahead and like the video and subscribe for more practical ClickUp guides.